Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a Taurus singles reading for Sun, Moon, and Rising Cross Watchers. You are welcome to be here. This is a bi-weekly reading, so it will run from January 17th until January 31st. However, if you come across this at a later point in time and energy is fluid. It is meant to reach you at that time. Not everything will resonate with you. Take what resonates and leave the rest for somebody else. If none of it resonates, there are some other really good YouTube readers out there that are probably reading your timeline with your group. All of these timelines are based on the choices and decisions that we make every single day in our life. All right. Please be aware of scammers out there. Right now I'm not doing personal readings, but there are scammers out there. I will never contact you for a reading, and never use a tarot reading to supplement any type of medical, legal, or financial advice. I have pre-shuffled and meditated on your cards prior to the reading and cleanse the space. So we are ready to go. Let's see what is going on in Taurus's life. I do a 9-card spread, which is 3 past, 3 present, 3 future, with the overall energy, and then I do clarify them. Oh, Taurus. You are going through it, aren't you? Yes, you are. Overall energy is Temperance. So, really what this is telling me is the divine is with you. You're really going through a rough haul right now. But with patience, there is divine timing at play here. And you're definitely not alone in what you're going through. And God is watching and playing the cards for you if you let him. Now, in your past, which led to this current situation, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Swords. So it looks like somebody offered you something that looked like it was going to be the end-all, be-all. Okay, happy home, happy family, good financial stability. You saw the world with this person. And you made an offer, a slow-moving offer, most likely, or you were offered that. Keep in mind, shoe on the other foot, and also gender is non-specific in tarot, so we'll have masculine and feminine energies. It's just relating to that side of you. With the Page of Swords, either you were unsure about this person and you did a lot of, I don't want to necessarily say stalking, but observation into their world to make sure everything was on the up and up, which took you into the current situation of the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 6 of Pentacles. So as we can see from this offer that you made, something was a little fishy, or somebody made you an offer, and it was deceptive. There's not everything that glitters is gold, okay? But they made it seem that way, and this perfect stability that you thought you were going to have broke your heart. This person just... the red rose was black. Let's put it that way. Very disheartening that didn't come out of it, or what you were looking for was that, and it was far from it. And then with the Page of Swords with the spine, there wasn't equal give and take. Somebody was taking more than they were giving. So unfortunately, Taurus, it looks like you were really swindled. Swindled terribly. We're going to clarify that and find out. And if you could have done this to somebody else, like I said, roles can be reversed here. In the future, there's 7 of Cups, there's the Chariot, and the Sun, though. So from this deception, and you have 2 sevens here, which is a great sign because that is the sign of the divine. And from this deception and this deceit and this thievery of whether it just be your heart or your material possessions, options are coming. Okay, however, it has left you in a state of confusion. Where to put your next offer, what to really trust and believe in. So there's a little controversy with that, which comes from, that this person, I don't know that you necessarily did all the spying. I think this person spied you out and saw you as an easy victim, to be honest with you. And from that, it caused a broken heart and confusion. And you just don't understand how you fell into all of that. And then you have the Chariot, which is packing yourself up, getting yourself back on your feet, owning the situation, the broken heart, and moving on in a fast direction. And, okay, I'm sorry, Spirit is just, normally I don't read out signs, but in a moment I'm going to come back to what Spirit was just filling me in on here, because there are a couple signs that Spirit is bringing forth. But anyway, then eventually you get the Sun. So from making an offer to a broken heart, to being watched, to having somebody take from you, the Sun is going to shine again. Okay, your happiness is going to come back. So in the future, you might be in confusion, but there's going to be options. You're going to move forward and embrace something really beautiful, which is your happiness again. So you will find happiness again. It's going to take this patience to do that. And what I was pausing there for a moment on was when I really hit on the Chariot card, there's a strong vibe that a lot of you might be dealing with a cancer. Either you were dealing with a cancer in this past situation that was really horrible, or you're going to meet a cancer that's going to bring the Sun back into your life. So it's one of the two, but cancer was just very prominent. And normally I don't read signs because they aren't necessarily always the most effective, but cancer is just, wow. So some of you Tauruses are involved with a cancer, and you're going to meet a cancer, and that is kind of going to be the person that's going to pull you out of this rut. We're going to clarify Temperance here. Yes, beautiful. So the patience is this offer. There will be an offer to give. You are going to be seen as the King of Pentacles, or somebody with complete stability. You're grounded. Taurus is a grounded sign to begin with, very fixed. And you're going to be sitting in that throne with all your stability. So if this person took something from you, material possessions or money, you are definitely getting that back, and you're going to be able to make a fresh offer to somebody else. So somebody else is going to be coming in. If you were concerned financially about anything, you have nothing to be concerned of. It's all balancing out. So, it looks like some karma might be at play here. This Knight of Pentacles, this offer. Oh, you were really in love, Taurus. So either you accepted this offer, you made this offer, and it was pretty straightforward. It seemed logical. It seemed real. Listen, this is the way it is. Here you're offering the coin. Here's the hand offering, something logical. This was a very big offer. This wasn't anything small, because the Hierophant was also behind it. So this could have even been a proposal of marriage, getting very strongly that this was almost an engagement that was put out there. Let's get engaged, but listen, the wedding's going to be 2 years from now. Okay, we're not getting married tomorrow, kind of thing. That's either the offer that was presented to you or what you presented to somebody else. Now, this could be somebody newly single as well that is out of a marriage. So that's, something to consider too. And maybe you had a complete broken heart, lost a whole bunch of money in the situation, felt like, you were kind of robbed. Definitely felt that way, because with the Ten of Pentacles, your happy home, this future you thought you had, There's the King of Wands energy. So now we have more kings and, queens going on in here. So there's a lot of people. But this King of Wands could have came in, and this is somebody who is the epitome of the strong businessman, the leader, or businesswoman, even for that matter. Somebody who has it all, but also somebody who can be very narcissistic. So this could be the person you were dealing with. You saw them as the ultimate, very attractive, very well put together, very smart, and they left you out in the cold, took away your 10 pentacles, your happy home that you were planning on and building together, left you out in the cold, or you did this to somebody else. So this King of Wands, I do feel, is the other person's energy. I think you were kind of the Queen of Swords, like, listen, this is what we're going to do, here's how we're going to make it all work. And that King of Wands destroyed your home. It could also be, but I'm not getting it for a large majority, that this King of Wands stepped in and kind of took over your place in the relationship, which is what left you out in the cold. I'm not really getting a strong vibe that there's a whole lot of Tauruses doing this to other people. I really feel this was done to Taurus. Page of Swords. Oh, wow. Again, flipped upside down. I must have never fixed that card. I shuffle the deck. I don't usually read reversals. This did come out for Aries. In the reverse, it flipped in reverse, so I left it in reverse. And of course, it went back in the deck in reverse. So since Spirit didn't want me to change it, it stays. So on the Page of Swords, we also have the reversal of the Page of Cups. So this is all youthful, new energy, where somebody did some spying. So this is almost like if you were in a marriage and there was a private investigator that was hired. And normally the Page of Cups is I'm sorry, things will work out, but it's a fishy offer. It's how I always look at it. I always get that vibe. Well, no, I shouldn't say always, but most of the time it does reflect that. And in this case, there was no apology. Something happened that completely stabbed you in the heart. They're not making any apologies for what they've done. You may have hired a private investigator or something, or started doing some snooping on social media, whatever, and realized maybe you had been saying, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry all the time to this person. And you realized this person really did a number on you. They left you out in the cold. They might have even taken some kind of legal action. Like I'm saying, this could be recently from a divorce or something, where you're recently single from a divorce because this person just raked you over the coals. But whatever it is, it's something you're not sorry about, though, either, or they're not saying they're sorry for what they did, but they broke your heart. They came at you hard. Or what you found out. I think you did some searching and you found out something you didn't necessarily want to know. But you're not sorry you did the searching, because it was necessary to find out that information. On the Seven of Swords, which is our DC, we see that there's a Tower and the Lovers. So clearly this DC came to be known, and it caused a huge Tower moment, and most likely it was an affair. Yeah. You got cheated on, Taurus, didn't you? You got cheated on bad. Somebody really came in. You could have, I don't like it when I get these kind of visions, but I'm an active medium, so I'll oftentimes get visions. I actually see you actually catching them naked with somebody in bed. Like, you caught them in the act. Or you have pictures of them in the act. Video, something. And Here we have our Three of Swords again. So the past energy of what you found out in the past is taking us into this current energy, and you're definitely still broken about what you saw, what you heard, what you now know, that you wish you could unknow and you can't. Yeah, oh, it's all round robin. Here, so here's our Three of Swords from up here. Here's our Ten of Pentacles from here. And here's our Page of Swords from here. So you're carrying the past with you into your current energy. You're carrying this heartbreak over you're trying to get this back. You want to either find this in somebody new or have back what you had. And you're still looking for a way. It's almost as if, I hate to say this, Taurus, but you were really hung on this past person. I know some of you are going to be like, I am not. The person's a complete swindler and a snake and I'm so blah, blah, blah. But for some odd reason, you remember this happy home that you had. You want it back. You're struggling finding it with somebody new. Because there is so much deception around you. And your world has fallen apart. I think this isn't something that happened a long time ago. This is something that is pretty fresh in your life. And you're watching to see what's going on with this other person. Or the other half of you are stalking your new people. Because you want this again, but you don't want to end up in a broken heart. So this time, you're doing your research before you make the offer. And you're making sure that this person is truthful and not deceitful, because you are, unfortunately, there's a few Tauruses that are going to be watching this that have been very scorned, and they think everybody is full of deceit and is going to cheat on them. It's not the case, but I understand why you would feel that at this point in time. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, the lack of equal give and take, it probably has something to do with financial matters that you had with this person. So you're working with other people, or other people are working to still get the money out of you. Okay? You're just hanging in there. You still got this wounded, broken heart. And you are hanging in there, doing everything you can to hold on to what you have. But somebody is still taking from you. Now, it doesn't have to be that they're taking financially. If you're giving them your thoughts and your time, they are still taking a piece of you. So if you're aggravated or you're hurt or you're watching them, they are still taking from you. But you're letting them at that point. With the Seven of Cups, the options and the confusion comes the Queen of Wands, and moving on to smoother waters. So this is absolutely beautiful. You're gonna be seen as somebody people want. Very attractive, very, I don't want to say dominating, but you're gonna own yourself and walk tall and proud, and people are going to see that in you, and you're going to be able to eventually move away from all of this to something new. There is some confusion with it though right now, because you're hurt. There's a part of you that feels like you weren't good enough for that person, and you may not be good enough for others, but others see you in a different light. It's just going to take you a little while, Taurus, to start believing in yourself again and seeing yourself the way the new people are going to see you. So, in other words, you might have been in one of these relationships where you thought this person was the most gorgeous person you could ever meet, the nicest, they were well-rounded, everything was just perfect. You're never going to have that again. and you thought it was a miracle you found it the first time, and that's not true. This person was not meant for you, Taurus. This was like evil temptation that was in your life, that this person was never out to do any good. They're just a good swindler. And they stole your heart, unfortunately. The Chariot is confirmed with the Chariot and the Sun. This is so beautiful, Taurus. Taurus, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so I know you're probably so heartbroken if you're watching this. I can feel some pain. I can feel some doubt. The Chariot stating you are fast and furiously moving on to a new road, getting away from this broken heart, getting away from the people watching you or you watching them. Okay, you're moving on and moving on. You've got everything strapped down and you're ready to go, and you're sitting high in that. Just where people are. That's why people are seeing you as this Queen of Wands. Okay, they're seeing you take ownership of the situation instead of self-pity. And with that, they see this happiness, and see this happiness is coming out here as well. So you're going to be riding high on your horse with a juvenile, free, young spirit. People are going to see that. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that underneath the shell, that's exactly how you feel. But they are not seeing you wallowing in self-pity and being stuck in complaining about this person. You know, some people, for example, if it's a divorce and they took money and blah, 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 and you sit and you whine and complain, you know, about that. And I'm not saying that people don't have things to whine and complain about, because there's some really evil people out there. But that doesn't get you into a healthy relationship in the future if you're carrying that energy with you. People are seeing you not carry that energy. You are unburdening it big time, and you are moving on to something so much better. To the point where the person you were with and the person you're going to be with is black and white. It's day and night. This person is the polar opposite of who you were with, which is probably good. You had to experience that so you could see the happiness this new person is going to bring into your life. And the person isn't going to make you happy. You're going to find the happiness within you because of the energy of being around this new person is just going to be that exciting. And it's going to be an easy relationship, nothing like what you had before. Yeah, or the devil rears ugly head. So when people see this happiness exuding from you, some are going to go, what a fool. What a fool. You know who it's going to be? It's going to be these people who stabbed you in the back. And granted, they didn't actually stab you in the back. I think you discovered it before they could stab you in the back. So you saved yourself from more loss, but it really hurt your heart. It was heartbreak. And in order to find your stability, you might have had to work with other people to balance things out. You're going to be acting a fool, Taurus, because you're going to be that happy, that in love of moving on. Even if it's not an actual one person in your life, you could be exploring several options. And it's making you feel free. Okay, where you're just gonna be acting a fool, ready to jump off the cliff. Be careful though. I am gonna use another deck to validate the devil, but there are going to be temptations. What's going to happen, Taurus, is you are going to find that polar opposite person who you were with lights up your life, makes you feel the sun again. You're just ready to jump all in, and somebody else who reminds you of this person that broke your heart is going to come walking in, and you're going to go, oh my gosh, I remember how in love I was, and I remember how that felt, and you are going to be tempted to go to this other person. I always say that this never fails to happen, and this is the one thing most of us need to, the one lesson we never seem to learn. When you get into a relationship with somebody and things seem okay, and all of a sudden that perfect wish list dream person all of a sudden shows up, and you go, wow, this is the person I've wanted my whole life. I'm in a relationship. I didn't expect this to happen, because as soon as you get into a relationship, everybody wants you. you must have that thing if somebody's with you. Oh my gosh, I have to have you. Kind of, it's a crazy world out there. But it happens, and it happens because the energy you're exuding, these energy vampires want to come in and just suck the life right out of you. So if you think the grass is going to be greener on the other side and you think that person meets everything on your checklist, that's where you might want to do some spying, because it's most likely a temptation sent by the devil to cause you to break somebody else's heart. In the end, this person's going to hurt you even more than you were hurt before, and blah, 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 blah. Sometimes being content with what we have is a beautiful thing, and not always thinking we need more. Yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Taurus. Your devil, your temptation is going to be this Queen of Pentacles, which is somebody who took money from you. Because it's you felt a soulmate from your past. This person you dealt with in the past had King of Wand energy. You are at Queen of Wand energy. They're still a step above you in the game. They're going to come back, and you're going to almost feel like, oh, well, any money or anything I lost, I can get back if I go back with them. And I can have this stable home again instead of riding on my chariot. And you are going to be reminded of how beautiful and wonderful it once was. Childlike. The swindler's coming back. Right when you find your happiness. That person is coming back. You know why? They're full of devil energy. They're greedy. They want more. Now they see your happiness, whether they want more money. It doesn't look like they need the money because they're coming in with the Queen of Pentacles energy now. So now they're past the King of Wands. They might not look as attractive anymore when they come back in as they once did. But you know they got the money, okay? You know you spent a lot of money on them, or maybe they still got that diamond ring if you proposed, or maybe you gave that ring back to them, or what have you. You got something they want, just like what they wanted up here. They really did a number on you. You were broken because your home was torn apart. All your stability, all the groundedness. And that can be very traumatic. They're coming back, Taurus. Be careful. This new person who's the polar opposite of that person that's coming into your life, that's making you exude all this happiness and the sunshine, because there's the sunshine. That's why this person, the devil, comes in and goes, oh, wait. You're happy? Oh, you're happy. Well, then let me make you an offer, you fool. And brings back in what you thought you always desired. Please don't fall for it, Taurus. It's a trap. You have something to offer. You are this King of Pentacles. This person coming back in is only going to be a queen. You are the king, but they are going to, that's what the devil's going to do. Because this overall energy showing you as the king, they're coming in as a queen. You know why? Oh, now I'm your perfect match. Let's get married now. Now I've decided I'm going to marry you. I was a fool. This I'm sorry is a lie. If they apologized to you in the past, they lied to you. This Page of Cups upside down is, they can be saying I'm sorry all day long, but they're lies. Don't believe them. So now they're going to try to come back to be your perfect match, because here you are as the king. They want to be your queen, which is a married couple. And it's going to be hard. It is going to be really hard, because you are going to reminisce. You are going to want back all those cups of love. You're going to feel, see, we're back together. This is soulmate. Just remember who's behind all of this. This sneaky devil that traps and chains people. Okay? So be careful, because that person in the past had a lover that tore your world apart. And it's because they were being lying, conniving, sneaky behind your back. So you don't want to go through that again, Taurus. But hey, it's your will, your choice. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm saying please don't, because I don't want to see anybody hurt. And I think this other person that broke your heart needs to learn a lesson. And if you want karma and the Wheel of Fortune to show up, you need to let them go. And that's when then karma can hit. But if you think the devil isn't going to tempt you, it's coming around. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. And that's true too. Because here you're still in your present energy carrying this heartbreak. To get to this beautiful future of the sun and options, you do need to forgive and learn from it. So take your learning lessons from that past experience, apply them to your life so you don't feel like a complete fool in the future. But know that any true love, I'm not taking this, any true love is a risk. So you do have to be a fool in some way to have pure love. And then finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Yeah, this person stole from you. There was not equal give and take. They took a lot of your money. They might have even bamboozled your job, made you look bad. This was quite a cat fight you had with this person. Wow. And I hate to tell you to forgive them, but you have to. If you're going to move on and be happy, there has to be... Forgiving is not forgetting, okay? Don't forget the lessons. That's why the learning comes in. Don't forget the lessons you learned. But forgive them so you can move on to somebody else. That is the best piece of advice Spirit can give you. And they can see that you're in a struggle. And to be honest with you, this new person that you're going to be with is probably going to help build up your finances where that other person struck you down. And that other person's going to come back in then as soon as you're back on your feet, and they're going to try to take you away from the person that you're with. And Taurus, I know you're a grounded financial sign. Don't fall for the money. That's exactly where the devil's going to tempt you, is in the money sector. So be very careful. All right. Enlightenment. Yes, that's where we have our Hanged Man. And impatience. So you want this to be fast and furious. We can see that from the Chariot. So there is some impatience. But in order to get this enlightenment from the Hangman, which you're going through right now, there is a point you have to step back, let others help you, balance you out. And you'll be enlightened. But when you get this idea, this epiphany, this how to move forward, how to balance everything back out, which is your temperance, okay? When you get that, temperance still comes with patience. So don't be impatient to make this happen too fast. And we can see the impatience here with double Chariot energy. But you don't have like an Ace of Wands. If you had an Ace of Wands, I would say, yeah, go light that fire and get going. But true happiness is going to come from being content for a moment, or you're going to get trapped in this confusion. But you have a whole brand new book starting. This isn't even a new chapter, Taurus. This is like a whole new book. So close the old book and put it on the shelf. Begin the new one, but do it with the lessons you've learned and patience. Okay? Impatience could be your downfall because it could slide you right back into this devil energy. So be very, very careful. The devil is going to see you happy and the temptation is going to come in. That's all I have for you. I'm not doing extended readings right now. If any of this resonated with you, comment below so I can see how we connected. And if you like how I read, please like and subscribe so that other viewers get the opportunity to see my readings. Bye-bye.